Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kiersh. I am from the U.S. Regional Center Group. Thank you for taking time to join us today at our conference, in which we are happy to support. And if anyone has any questions after the presentation, please feel free to visit us at 8:20 in the conference hall. Today, I'd like to share with everyone some things to know that you can consider if and when you want to make an investment in an EB5 project and to get involved in an EB5 project opportunity. First of all, I'd like to take a minute to introduce the U.S. Regional Center Group, which is one of the largest providers and most experienced providers or backers of regional centers around the U.S. As you can see from the map, we have great geographic coverage in every major metropolitan area in the U.S., based out of our headquarters in Seattle, Washington. Today I'm talking about a project in Los Angeles that could be of interest to everyone here, but we also in the past have done projects in every, as I mentioned, the major metro areas of the U.S., from Boston and New York in the Northeast to Miami in the Southeast to Texas to LA and up to San Francisco in the Pacific Northwest. Here is I don't know if you can see the numbers on the screen, but in detail, we've done many projects over the past 15 years. And they've mostly been in the high-end segment of the real estate market, residential real estate and commercial real estate. And these EB5 projects have been successful for the developers and for the EB5 investors in terms of receiving their funds back and also receiving what they really want out of an EB5 investment, and that is a U.S. Permanent residency, a green card for them and their families. So here are 4 criteria that everyone can use to assess an EB5 project and decide if it's the right move for you and your family. And the first one that I would recommend everyone take a look at is the concept of location. Location, location, location. Think about a city like Dubai. From the center, extending outwards, a location of a real estate development is a critical factor no matter where it is in the world. That's a way to assess its value and its potential value and its potential attraction to investors going forward. The second would be the progress of the project in terms of construction. How much of it has been completed already when you first take a look at it from the point of view of an investor? If it hasn't started yet, that may be a warning, a red flag for you. If it's already well along the way in terms of construction, that is a good indicator. That suggests that it will be completed and that it will return the money to investors. And I'll give you a hint, the project I'm introducing today is already well underway in terms of construction. Secondly, or thirdly, is sales, and also our project, the Brasada Estates, is well along the way in terms of sales, already selling 60% of homes. So when you look at an EB5 project, you want to preferably, ideally see a project where many of the homes or the assets have been sold already. Oh, too fast. Lastly would be the structure of the fund that you are investing in or lending money to as an investor. This is called the capital structure, basically. So, as some of you may know from your various experiences in finance and related fields, the most secure kind of investment is a debt. And within debt would be the senior debt. It's the most secure location or segment within a capital structure. Secondly would be the mezzanine level, or the mezzanine loan. Then there would be preferred equity. And lastly would be common equity or just equity. So we, as the U.S. Regional Center Group and the projects that we are supporting, the EB5 as it is organized today is in the form of a loan. So you are not buying a house in our development, but you are making a loan to the developer behind the project. And this is, I'll just, be direct as a New Yorker that I am. I'll be direct and I'll say that this loan is much more secure than purchasing a property because you're more likely to get your money back, and it's just from a security point of view, a better decision as an investment. So the top is the most secure, and then the bottom will be less secure. Which brings me to the project that I'd like to share with you today, and you can learn more about it at our booth, A20, when you have the chance. And this is a high-end residential development in the Los Angeles area, 30 miles east of Los Angeles. It's called Rosada. And the developer behind Rosada is the Grandway Group, which is a well-known and well-established real estate developer based in Los Angeles. And we're very happy to be partnering with them on this project. So, as I mentioned, the investment format is a first lien loan. Basically, the senior debt that I showed you just a second ago at the top of the capital structure, and the collateral for this project is quite big. It's not a small number, $134 million. So the more collateral there is, the more secure the project is. And as I mentioned, the construction and the sales of the project are already well underway. The loan term is 3 + 1 years. And lastly, there are 3 guarantees, which I'm saving for last to share with you, how you can be sure that you can get your money back as a lender to this project. The project is as I mentioned, a high-end residential development, single-family homes in the northeast part of the Los Angeles metropolitan area, not too far from Pasadena, where they play the Rose Bowl, and also the Orange County and Los Angeles, all within a reasonable driving distance. Great schools in this area and great residential amenities, which means that we are very confident that the remaining 40% of the homes will be sold in a reasonable period of time. So that is a good sign for lenders that want to participate in this project, or as I'll call them, EB5 investors. There will be a total of 75 EB5 investors in this project, and so the investment amount is $800,000 US. As you know, we're very happy today and tomorrow at this conference to talk to folks who may be interested in becoming part of this 75 investor group. Here's a little map where the Rosada development is located within the Los Angeles metropolitan area. Very good transportation, very good education in the area, and also some nice, attractive residential amenities, movie theaters, libraries, attractions, etc. The Grandway Group, we're very happy to be partnering with them. They have done a great job on previous real estate projects in Los Angeles and the surrounding area. They have a very good reputation. Their previous projects have been completed. Construction has been completed. They have returned funds to their investors, both in terms of debt and equity, and so we're very happy to be partnering with them in Rosada Estates. We estimate that construction of the project will be completed before the end of 2026. And each home, the average value of homes in Rosada is $3.5 million. This is a fairly reasonable kind of average number for such properties in major U.S. metro areas, whether it's New York, LA, Seattle, Boston, these kinds of places, or Miami, etc. I don't know. Dubai is also quite expensive, I know that. Here is Rosada compared to some other projects in the surrounding area that are quite similar in terms of market position because they're aimed at high, upper middle class, upper class buyers. But actually the average price of the home in Brasada is a little bit lower than some of the other comparable offerings in the same region. This is good because it indicates that the remaining 40% of the homes will be sold within the next year or two. Actually, the sales for homes just began at the end of last year in October, so we've already sold quite a good number within a relatively short period of time. And this is basically just how much like the funds from EB5 investors will make up 31% of the entire amount of funds used in the project. So this is just to give you some more insight on how the EB5 funds are going to be used in the project. So that's one aspect, and then secondly is how can we guarantee that the EB5 investors can receive their money back within a reasonable period of time, and that will be accomplished through sales of the homes and also based on the value of the Brasada estates as a whole. Here is a chart indicating how the homes are valued, how the homes in Brasada are valued. So this is these are conversations that we have with buyers of properties, both in LA, the US as a whole, internationally. If anyone wants to buy a property, they can let us know. Our work here, our presentation here is mostly geared towards the EB5 program. So if you buy a house, that's another topic and doesn't involve the green card or the citizenship issue. But if you want to participate as a lender, again, that's $800,000 as a loan, and you receive a green card for that as well as other members of your family. Collateral, pretty sizable, $135 million. Lastly is a set of legal guarantees that can assure investors that they will receive their funds within a reasonable period of time. We suggested 3 + 1 years as a general benchmark for EB5 projects around the US, and here to kind of support that even more are 3 guarantees that we stand behind. The first one is the completion guarantee, which refers to a guarantee that this project Brasada will be completed, that jobs will be created through the use of EB5 funds. Secondly is something called the bad boy guarantee. We are good boys and girls, and we promise that the funds that we receive from EB5 investors will only be used for this Brasada project and nothing else. You sometimes there have been kind of questions about how funds are used, but when the U.S. Regional Center Group does the project, we offer a bad boy guarantee promising that funds will only be used for this project as they're originally intended. And lastly is the I-526E denial guarantee, which says that if you petition for this project, but it's through a document called I-526E, and it's rejected for a reason related to the project, you're guaranteed to receive your funds back. So you don't have to worry once you make the petition for I-526E that your funds will not come back. They will come back to you. This will be stated in any agreement that you sign with us. This is a solid guarantee. So with that, that's all for me today, talking about safe EB5 projects and Brasada Estates. So if you have any more questions, feel free to scan me here or come visit our booth at 820. And thank you very much for coming today.